Hello and welcome back to Fenton Gaming Plays Neverwinter Nights. I'm your host Fenton. In this Neverwinter Nights build video, we're doing the Arcane Warrior. This is a fighter and wizard build. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more build videos like this. Do not forget to hit that notification bell so we update and more. Now, this build I'm going to say is very experimental, and you got to really know how to play both classes. So I'm going to go ahead and do the pros and cons. Pros, obviously, fire part will have some wizard spells, which is very nice. Number two, wizard will have a little bit more hit points. Of course, do a bit more damage than a pure wizard. Also, with the still spell feat, you get to cast End Plate, which is a good thing. In other words, a tank mage like in Ultimate Online. And they have good reflex saves to start with. Now, disadvantages, your fortitude and will saves will suffer at the beginning. You will never be powerful as a pure fire or a pure wizard. And if you want to cast any arcane spells, well, you have to still spell them. So, for example, you want to cast any level 4 spells, you have to go use the level 5 slots and still spell those level 4 spells at those slots. Yeah, those are disadvantages. So, yeah, you won't be able to get anything else. You won't cast no level 9 spells stilled until you get automatic still spell feat 3. That's a little bit ways off. Still, I'll put timestamps in video for those. Also, spell suggestions too. And let's go ahead and start creating our character right now. Now, let's go ahead and pick our gender and race. Now, for our race, humans are obviously perfect choice due to the fact with the extra feet and some nice skills. Elves are good for some immunities. However, you have to wait one extra level for the other feat. Dwarves are good for the fire department. And I'm going to say halfling. I'll probably say skip. Gnomes are actually good due to the fact that they have that nice favorite class wizard. However, the strength is a bad thing. Half elf is good. Half orc, I'll probably say if you want a little bit more strength, that's fine. But I'm going to pick human. And now for the next part, portraits. If you have any custom ones, more power to you. Classes, there's only 2, obviously. I tried this with a weapon master and was way too delayed in automatic still spell. We're going to do wizard for 4 levels, fire for 4, wizard for a while, then go back to fighter for a few more levels, and then wizard for the rest of the build. Alignment, if you want to be smite proof, pick any neutral ones. You could become good or evil. Now, good is really more beneficial for the graveyard planar summoning spell, which is very nice for a tank. Now, let me go over the stats real quick. I'm going to put 15 strength. Dexterity is going to be 14. Constitution, unfortunately, 10. Yeah, because we're going to be focusing a lot on intelligence. And charisma and wisdom 10 too. Intelligence, 16. So when we level up, first 4 points will be intelligence until it's to 20. We're going to put strength at exactly at level 20 to 16. Then I'll go back to intelligence for the rest of the build. So that's about it right there. And you should set it up there. And here's the next part, which is packages. Your skills and feats. I'm just going to do general. Concentration, you definitely want that. Very important. Heal. It's broke, but it's powerful your way. Discipline, we're not putting any points in that until we get to the fire levels. This way we get the full benefit. Spellcraft, that's dire. And for this build, tumble, because we're going to try to get to 21 cross class. That's 4 extra AC, everyone. That's why I'm doing it. Usually I don't do tumble if I'm wearing heavy plate, but this is the exception to the rule. Persuade's optional. You don't like it, put in something else that you like to use more often. I'm going to go ahead and do combat casting. I felt like that's important. So this way it'll negate the -4 penalty when we're 4 meters close to an enemy. Very good. And very important, still spell. Now, if you get 1 feat to choose, pick still spell. Yeah, you want to get this one ASAP. Because what it does is allows you to cast plate. However, you need to do it 1 spell up. So, for example, you want to cast level 4 spells in plate. You have to use up your level 5 spells. That's the downside. I picked generalist, so this way we have more options. And as for spells, I'm going to probably say start with mage armor, since you're going to be doing this for 6 levels as a mage. Very good. Magic missile. That's another nice option. Summon creature. That's your tanky creature. You want that definitely. And let's see, I'm trying to look. Oh yeah, protection from alignment's pretty good too. Endure elements is great. I'm going to do identify. It's this way, identify items. Don't have to worry about anything. And that should do it. Shield's nice. There's some nice ones in level 1. Find scrolls, that's very important. Now, as for your familiar, I picked the Panther. I felt like that's the best option since he's a rogue, and pretty helpful too. Other than that, let me go ahead and give some nice advice. If you're doing human, you'll actually get that feat a lot quicker to still spell feats, especially the automatic ones later. Otherwise, you have to just go ahead and have to adjust accordingly. Other than that, know when to cast spells, know when to retreat, and know your foes, especially if they are casters. Yeah, we're going to be using a lot of those disabling spells for this feat. I'll explain more of that when we get to the spell portion next, and that should do it. Here we go. Now, for this section, I'm going to go ahead and show you the recommended spells. Definitely look for any buff spells, DPS spells, or anything that removes buffs from, let's see here, Dispel to Lesser Dispel, Breach spells, etc. AoE spells are good. I'm going to say this right now for these spells for the most part. You definitely want to do is just go ahead and just use them for what you ever need. For example, if you need to clear out some weaker foes, just to soften them up, toss in a nice fireball. Even if it's a single target, yeah, just use single DPS spells. Now, if you're facing any foes that bust themselves up, from a cleric to a wizard, etc., yeah, go ahead and breach them and dispel their spells too. And yeah, you will have to still spell it. That's another important factor too when you start getting those fire levels. You're asking, why? Well, here's the thing. In Neverwinter Nights, the original game, well, you wear any form of heavy armor that's heavier than cloth, you will incur a nice arcane failure penalty. And for example, I'll give you one. So if you wear heavy plate and what do you call it, tower shield, that's a 95% fail rate of casting any arcane spells. What is the still spell is there for, so you can negate that. Downside is, of course, is putting one level up, but still, I'm showing all these good spells there. Yeah, go ahead, use the timestamps if you want to. Pause the video at any point to check them out. I was about to go ahead and explain the whole thing, but that would take about an extra 20 or so minutes. I don't want to do that to you all, but instead, these are my suggestions. And yeah, you will have to still spell from 1 to 8. I mean, yeah, 1 to 8, sorry. Yeah, 1 to 8, you definitely got to still spell your spells. If not, yeah, that failure. Unless you want to remove all your armor and that nice shield, then you can cast. Now, level 9, unfortunately, yeah, you cannot do it until you get the automatic still spell feat 3. This build will rush you to that, actually. You'll get 2 of those when you are starting the, we call lower part of the epic levels. And then when you get the last one, that's it. I'll definitely will put timestamps for those points so I can point that out big time to help you all out, since I'm a nice guy. So as for summons, yeah, you definitely want to go ahead and use them. You're saying, wait a second, they're going to eat up my experience points. Well, when you start playing a wizard, yeah, you're a little bit squishy in the hit point department. Use them as tanks and bait. Yeah, they're your tanks and bait. Go ahead, definitely use some nice summon spells until you start to get a chance to do some summoning undead, or better yet, summon those planar outsiders, especially the greater planar outsiders. They help you out immensely. So just remember, 1 through 8, just still spell your stuff, and you'll be all right. So when we get to the 9 part, I'm going to go ahead and tell you all on definitely real quick on how to set up a nice cloth to heavy armor transition. Yeah, it's a really simple process. I did this before a few times in my original Neverwinter Nights playthrough when I was using the bard spells. So when you're at the 9 part, when you get those, hotbar like a piece of cloth, and then of course hotbar the shield against. This way you could remove those too, and this way you have a 0% spell failure rate and cast those level 9 spells. And once you do get these automatic still spell feats 1, 2, and 3, you're all set and good to go. So let's go ahead and do the build part. Now it is time to definitely level up, so we're going to go ahead and level up our wizard from 2 to 6. So we're going to do a wizard, concentration, heal, spellcraft, persuade if you have enough points. Looks like we can't do persuade or tumble, unfortunately. And let's go ahead and pick our spells. Now at this point, picking the spells is optional, because for example, what if you got the shield scroll or you got the magic weapon scroll? Well, just use my little cheat sheet I gave after the building the character to see what you definitely want. Other than that, definitely keep your Panther. I feel that's most useful, familiar out of the other ones. So let's keep on going. We're going to level up our wizard. Unfortunately, no feats in the last level. That's fine. And let's go ahead and do our usual concentration, heal, spellcraft, tumble, very important. Persuade, that's optional. You don't like it, pick something else. And I'm going to do spell penetration. This will give us a nice little bonus against our foe's resistance. That's right. In other words, our spells will be connecting more often, which is a good thing. And since I'm at level 2, go ahead, just use a cheat sheet. Leechly pick summon creature 2. You're asking, why is that? Well, tank. You can be a wizard for 6 levels. You're going to need some form of a creature that will tank for you. Otherwise, yeah, you're going to get hit. You have a chance of being an attack of opportunity and more. You don't want that. So we're going to level up again. Concentration, heal, spellcraft. We can't do any cross-class skills. That's fine. And we're going to go ahead and do death armor. I like that little bit feedback damage in case I do get hit. And lesser dispel. Now, if you've gotten those scrolls already, then ignore that. Just pick something else. Always look for scrolls. This way you can learn it. So you find a scroll in a dungeon. You find a scroll in someone's house. Guess what? Learn it. And we're at level 5 now. So we're at the officially level 3 spells. We're going to do greater spell penetration. I feel like that one's extremely useful. Another bonus against our foe's resistance. It's a good thing. And I'm going to go ahead and just pick the 2. Let's see, fireball. Yeah, that's important. And I'm going to go ahead and grab the, let's see, where it's at. I think it's right about here. Yeah, dispel magic. Those are good. And that's good there. So we're going to level up again. And we're just keep on doing our concentration, heal. And we're saving the points for discipline. Yeah, when we get to our fire levels, yeah, a whole bunch of points are going to that. And we'll just keep on going. And let's see what feat we could get this time. And let's go ahead and look, give a nice look. And where's it at? It should be here somewhere. I was going after spell focus just to be sure. I could did maximize spell, the other stuff, but yeah, that's subject to arcane failure. Now, if I was like a pure wizard or a more cloth class, like for example a monk, yeah, I'll go for those. So I did spell focus evocation. Since I'm gonna be using quite a few of those, you can use the other ones too to get a nice bonus. And we're officially still at 3, so let me go ahead and grab Keen Edge. And of course, Haste. And that's it. Let's go to the fire levels for 1, 2, 4 of them. Now we're on our fire levels, so remember, you need to take off your armor. You want to cast any level 3 spells, so we're going to pick our fighter, concentration, heal. And then, of course, we're going to go ahead and put all of our points, rest of them, into discipline. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to tell you right now, this build, you'll be well over the 21 points. I set it up that way. So let's go ahead and do our weapon focus. We are going to go this one. You can pick any one you want. I decided to go sword and board. And this sword, yeah, it's a really good weapon with a nice threat range. Seriously. So we're going to level up our fire still. And I'm going to go ahead and put intelligence. Yeah, everything is intelligence until we get to 20. Then it's back to intelligence again. So we do discipline, heal, concentration, tumble, and persuade's optional. Always optional. I like using the talking skills though. And we're going to do power attack because I want cleave and great cleave eventually down the line. Yeah, this is a fire mage, so yeah, I'm going to use some of the fire aspects at least. Along with the nice mage stuff. Pick the usual suspects for the skills. Since you're a fighter, yeah, go for discipline. And let's see, we're going to go ahead and just select cleave. That's good for now. Well, there you go. We're going to do fire one more time. Same skills, concentration, discipline, and heal. Last time for discipline for a while. And that should do it for the skills. We'll do weapon specialization, give a nice bonus for our weapon. And there you go. Now we'll go back to the wizard. Now we're setting back to leveling the wizard until we get automatic still spell feat 1, 2, and 3. Usual suspects, since we can't do discipline, since it's cross-class now, concentration, heal, spellcraft, and if you can, tumble, and persuade's always optional. And for now, we could definitely cast level 3 spells. Yep, that's right. We could still spell it, so that's a good thing. This is just more like a preview. Now, if you're like a normal wizard, or if you're a monk wizard, yeah, this will be a good setup. Because, yeah, monks wear cloth, wizards does too. That's kind of like a nice combination. So we're going to just keep on leveling. At this point, you're about, let's see here, close to finishing up, I think it's Shells of Undead. Yeah. We'll do greater spell focus. Now I'd pick Evocation because, yeah, I'm going to be tossing some offensive spells to soften my foes up, then go in there and buzz them. Now, if it's like a wizard battle or something like that, yeah, I just remove their protection. Then, of course, I just wreck them. So we're just going to keep on picking what we need to pick for spells, and our familiars will still stay the same. So we're now at, I believe, level 9. We'll just keep on going. Yeah, we're more than halfway there, actually. And right now, let's pick what we need to pick. Let's see here. Now, here's a fun fact about Cloud Killed. That's a nice spell. Any hit dice, like for example, 1 to 3, yeah, they die instantly. It's good to have too, in case you don't want lesser spell mantle. That's a great spell too. So we'll just keep on leveling. Usual suspects, concentration, heal, spellcraft, and tumble. And persuade is always optional. I like talking skills. Talk my way through getting things I want. And let's go ahead and look. I'm trying to decide which one. Now, usually if I was doing a wizard, monk, yeah, I would definitely start picking the other ones too. And I decided to do arcane defense evocation, so I have a nice bonus against foes doing evocation spells against me. Yeah, and they will do some of them too. So let's keep on going. And I am going to go ahead and select. Yeah, I'm still doing it now. Your result may be different than mine. Like I said before, you might find a scroll on half of these. And then, yeah, just consult my timestamps to help you out which spells I recommended. I did animate Undead, so it's a nice one in case I want to, do the old switch from heavy to nothing to cast it. And we're going to keep on going. And at this point, officially for the wizard, we're over halfway there. As for the character levels itself, 5 more levels to the regular levels are done. I did a great cleave for a few reasons. After I soften them up, I get to hack one down, hack another down, hack another down. Great against a whole bunch of foes. That's why I did it. And let's keep on going. Planar bindings. I love the planar spells because outsiders are usually helpful, especially the greater planar binding one later on, which is great. And let's keep on picking this one too, greater spell breach. Let's go ahead and remove some spell protection. You always want to do that. So we're keep on leveling. At this point, we are 20 intelligence and level 16. And we're finishing up the original campaign. And we're doing some of the Hordes in Underdark, depending on which 2 you're at. So we'll just pick the spells. I suggest it. Fun fact about True Seeing, which is really nice. Not only can spot invisible foes, it can spot hidden ones too, like rogues. Yeah, I fear that as my rogue. Seriously. Since I depend on being very sneaky. So we'll just keep on leveling. And keep at it. And let's do a heal, concentration, spellcraft, tumble. I'm doing tumble only because the AC bonus. I usually don't do it heavy armor, but since I am playing a wizard, I'm just making that exception to the rule. And let's just pick delay fire blast or fireball. Spell mantle's good too. Yeah, delay fireball is a great spell. Fun to abuse. So we'll just keep on leveling up our wizard. We're getting closer to getting out of the normal levels. Or I should say the level 20 original cap. That was original cap back in the day for Neverwinter Nights. So let's go ahead and pick our feet. I'm doing improve critical because, yeah, it'll drop my threat range rolls. And it'll be much, much better on the weapon I carry. And I'm going to do a protection from spell, finger of death. Results may vary because you might find that. You have to pick something else. And there you go. Yeah, always look for scrolls. And now we're go ahead and level our wizard. Yeah, so usual suspects on the skills. I'll go over them again when we get to the fighter. And now we're at the wizard pool. I'm going to do another spell focus, which is necromancy. You can pick a second one. That's a good one too. And that's a nice setup I have. So I'm going to go ahead and pick, let's see, greater planar binding. So we could still spell level 7 spells now, which is a good thing. And I'm going to do premonition because it gives me nice damage reduction. And there you go. Now we're going to do this one more time. Last time for regular levels. We're only going to do strength once on 20 and that's it. From here on out will be intelligence. So let's just keep on leveling. And spellcraft, let's see here. Concentration, heal. We can't do the cross class, but oh well. We'll do a sunburst, anti-undead spell to look forward to, and mind blank. And we are done with the normal levels. Now it is official. I am in the epic levels, not for the wizard yet, but still level 21. Let's see here. Concentration, heal, spellcraft, tumble, persuade's optional. And now since I am level 21, I am going to go ahead and pick epic spell penetration. Yeah, let's go ahead and pick that now. I'm going to try to look for it again. And voila. Now this feat is really nice. Gives me a 6 bonus to resistance of the creatures. This way my spells land more often. Now we're at the level 9 spell, which is Time Stop, and the Disjunction spell. Now we can still spell level 8. We cannot still spell level 9 until we get Auto Still Spell Feat 3. Yeah, we're going for those, so we're rushing towards that now. So we cannot gain more fire levels till then. Otherwise, yeah, it'll be much further and further. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that up. No feats, sorry. Greater Spell Mantle. That's a nice choice. Now, after a few levels, I'm just going to rush through the... what do you call it, spell selection. At this point, I assume you found a whole bunch of level 9 spells. And we're going to go ahead and pick Wizard. Yeah, just keep going. Or buy to, wherever is the case may be. Let's see here. Persuade's optional, Spellcraft, and Tumble. We're almost at our 3rd AC point. And I like Weird because it's like illusion. If they don't succeed, they will die. Now, this level is going to be very important. And I'm going to tell you why. Besides the 21 intelligence. Number 1, I'm a level 20 wizard, and number 2, besides the obscene number of spellcraft, which is 27, you're going to see 2 feats right off the bat. This is what you want. Automatic still spell 1 and 2. Grab those ASAP. This will make things a lot quicker to get the still spell 3. Or say automatic still spell 3, but still. So from here on out, let's see here. The first 2 sets, yeah. 0 through 6, I believe it is. Yeah, those spells, guess what? We don't have to, put them in the spell ahead of it. Instead, we cast it at the actual level, which is good. Just 7 and 8, we have to still put ahead. That's the downside. Still, we'll just keep on leveling, pick the skills. I'm going to go ahead and rush through this part. And if you need any level 9 spells, go ahead and pick most of them out. And there you go. We're just going to keep on going. At this point, yeah, Hordes the Underdark, you're just wrecking the join up. I'm going to go ahead and pick the usual suspects. And that should do it. And that should be it for the spells. Now, our next level will be automatic still spell 3. Very important. So we're going to pick our wizard, concentration. Let's see here, heal. We'll do that. Just double checking. Persuade, spellcraft, and tumble. And automatic still spell 3, that's important. That's dire. Pick that fast as possible. I decided to do epic weapon focus. This is why I spend less on fire levels. And now we can cast not only 1 through 6, 7, 8, and 9. And we don't have to put them ahead, so we just cast it automatically. So it'll be in place. So at level 9, we cast it at level 9 spells instead of something else to wait for. That's a good thing. So we're going to keep on going with our wizard. I'm doing this for a while until I could be able to get myself some nice feats for the fighter. At this point, spells, yeah, you should have most of them, if not all of them. Buy or find. Now I'm back leveling up the wizard. Yeah, sorry, VO got a little bit garbled at that section. So we're still doing the wizard. So that is tumble, let's see here, concentration, heal, spellcraft, persuade's optional. And our same familiar, and that should do it. We're just going to have to keep on going for a while. And now we're at the fire levels, so it'll be heal, concentration, discipline. Yeah, we're putting all the points there just to even it out, make it even Steven. Spellcraft we can't do, so we leave that alone. Don't worry. When we get back to the wizard levels, we'll max that out. Epic weapon specialization. That'll give us nice DPS bonus with that. So we'll level up our fighter. We're still going to do it. And I am going to grab another feat too, besides doing the usual skills. I'm going for armor skin. I try to grab toughness, but no, it's not in the general pool, or I should say the fire pool. Instead, it's in the fire epic pool. You could go for epic prowess, but I'm going to give myself a little bit more AC, which is a good thing. You can also give yourself some more hit points too. Take whatever option you want. I prefer the armor. And I got 2 natural armor, so I went back to wizard, and I'm doing intelligence. So let me go ahead and pick the usual skills, max out spellcraft because that's important, and we're getting a lot of spell resistance, which is another good thing. And let me go ahead and look what I need to find. Let me see. Okay, I'm trying to look down the list. And I'm going to do Epic Warding. It gives me a nice damage buffer too, which is a good thing. So in other words, I take less damage. I want that. And that should definitely do it. Pick your familiar. I like the Panther. Yeah, Panther's nice. And I'm going to go ahead and pick Fighter. This is the last time for the Fighter. So it'll be the usual suspects. Discipline. We'll max that out. We'll leave Spellcraft alone. We'll max that out next time. And I am going to go ahead and pick Toughness. Give myself some more hit points at this point. Watch it jump from 130-ish to over 170-ish. Now, from here on out, we will definitely go ahead and do Wizard. Nothing but Wizard. Yeah, we're doing it until we hit 40. So, Concentration, Heal. We can't do Discipline. That's where it stays. Persuade. That's always optional. Spellcraft. And Tumble. Now, if you want to pick any other skills, I like Appraisal. Save some money. That's cross-class. Lore, so I can identify things easier. You don't like Lore, Appraisal, or Persuade. Pick something else. Still, we're just going to keep on going. Keep on doing the Wizard, everyone. Yeah, we're on this path. Usual suspects for these skills. And I'm going to say right now, Discipline at 30 plus is pretty good to me. And we'll just pick the rest. And let's see. Yeah, Appraisal. And still pick the spell. Sorry, no feats. I have to apologize. Unlucky on this one. And keep our Panther. Kitty's been lucky. So we're going to do Intelligence at 24. Just need 2 more points to actually go ahead and put that there for 26. And of course, when we get to the feats, we'll pick 1 point in Greater Intelligence for that. Yeah, you always want even numbers. This way you get a nice bonus. So let me see, where is it? All right, I think I was going for Greater Intelligence. I'm just going to try to double check. Yeah, I always look things over on my feet sometimes. It should be right about... Yeah, sorry I passed it. There, Greater Intelligence. We'll pick 1 for that. And then the other one, where is that? Let's see. Okay, I was about to do... let's look. Oh, I spot something else. Yeah, let's go ahead and do Epic Spells first. I was about to do Epic Mage Armor, however, since I'm wearing plate, they'll negate the bonuses. Dragon Knight's good. You want some of your own dragon, limited amount of time, but still... It's a very nice pet. We'll hit that one first, and then I am going to do is Greater Intelligence. We'll do those 2. Final answer. Spells at this point. Yeah, if you're missing any, go ahead, grab them. Otherwise, yeah, don't worry about it. Keep your familiar. We'll keep on going. So we're at 25 Intelligence. So we got a few more levels before 40, and the final attribute point we get to put in. Usual suspects for the skills. Let's see here. Lore, Appraisal, and Persuade is optional. Yeah. But Tumble and Spellcraft you want. Same thing with Heal and Concentration. Seriously. Yeah, Heal's busted. In a good way. And we'll just go ahead and randomly pick some spells. Same thing with the Familiar. Keep on leveling it up. We're actually closing in on level 40 now, everyone. Yeah, you see, we cannot do any more cross-class skills soon. No, we can't do that yet. 1 more level, that'll be it for that. So we'll just pick the usual suspects. Concentration, Heal, and Spellcraft. Lore's optional. Seriously, we'll just pick those. Hit the OK, and there you go. Level up our Wizard still. And we're going to go ahead and do his Concentration, Heal, Persuade, Appraisal. Those 2 are optional. Spellcraft and Tumble are not. Take those, please. And I'm going to go ahead and do Lore. That's optional too. So no more cross-class skills from here on out, since 21 is the actual cap for them. Now, since I was a fire, yeah, I got that over 30 thanks to Discipline. I'm going to go ahead and do Hellball. That's a nice DPS spell to have. Now, if I was a pure wizard, yeah, first thing I would have grabbed was Epic Mage Armor. That's very nice. Seriously. Since I am not, if you don't want to pick any spells, Epic Toughness, 20 extra hit points, does not hurt at all. See, we'll hit the OK button there. Yeah, see, that's more DPS we're going to have. Now, Epic Mage Armor, since it clashes with plate, I cannot have it. I just want to show you all that now. Still, we're going to go ahead and pick this one too. And I'm going to do this Greater Ruin. Those are 2 good DPS-ing spells. Hit the OK, and that should do it. We'll level up 1 more time, this time for Wizard. So we'll have 26 Intelligence. and that's good. So I would probably say is let's see here, concentration heal, that's important, max that out. Lore optional, max out. And of course spellcraft, and just put a point somewhere, and that should definitely do it. Sorry, no feats in this one. Last chance to pick any freebie spells. It's not like a sorcerer, you get those from scrolls too, so I'm just randomly picking them. And after I'm done picking them, that should do it for 1 through 40. And voila, we are done. Now let's go ahead and talk about items, equipment, and etc. I'm going to go ahead and give everybody some very simple advice. Since you're a fighter and of course a wizard, definitely look for heavy armor. You will have to still spell when you before you get to still spell 1, 2, and 3 until those points. Yeah, once you get still spell 3, that's automatic. Guess what? Things will be much more easier. Look for any helmets with intelligence. Yeah, those are very good. Same thing with rings too for intelligence. As for strength items, go for that too. Dexterity, constitution, and wisdom for will saves. If you need will saves, look for those any will save items too. Same thing, forward 2 and reflex. Haste, definitely look for that unless you put a weapon with haste. And then you look for immunities too. Those are always helpful. And as for spells, yeah, keep those prepared like I have it. I usually like to have the debuff ones, like the breach spells, etc. on the first line. Just organize that. Look for potions to help you out. And let's do the combat demonstration of this video. Now I'm at the combat portion of this video. I will demonstrate on foes you could critical hit and not critical hit. So we're going with the foes that you could critical hit. Yeah, let's do that now. Now, since you're playing a wizard, I'd probably say pause options. This way you pause time stop. Once that happens, start pausing the game and cast 2 spells ahead of time. I did delay fireball, and then I aimed for the disjunction spell, which is the level 9 one towards the high mage. We will remove her protection, send everybody in to wreck things. Fortunately, my panther went in way too much, but still, he did the job of weakening the foes, using my melee attacks just to wreck things up. And she's already about to die soon. Yeah, my panther died, but still I have a dragon just wrecking things up as my DPS creature. She's dead, and a cleave hit, and of course that drow's dead. Yeah, that's good against foes that you could critical hit. What about something like, let's see here, Undead? Yeah, what about them? Well, guess what? This build is very nice for it. Usually start it with time stop. Now, if you can't do that yet, then go ahead and just start casting, and also pause before you cast too, so you get some spells in ahead of time. I'm setting in my dragon right now. I'm going to go ahead, pop time stop, and let's see here. I try to do it. Okay, big old oops on my part. There you go. Took a while. I'm going to go ahead and cast delay fireball. Then I'm going to cast another spell, disjunction, and I'll cast this one too. I got it all set up. And release the pause button, and I'll land at least 1.5 of those. And look at that, it's about to die horribly. See, look, boom, 1 down, another spell hit 2, and looks like everything is all clear. So here's my final advice for this build. Yeah, you will have to use still spell, but still you get the cast in plate or any heavy armor. Or if you want to go lighter, yeah, do light and medium too. Now, once you get the automatic still spell feats, 1, 2, and 3, you do not have to worry about still spelling no more. They'll be treated as regular spells, as it's been automatically still spells. So you cast level 9, no arcane failure, no penalties at all. So you definitely have to know this class inside out of both of them in order to make a successful build. Well, everyone, this is it for my Neverwinter Night's Arcane Warrior Fighter Wizard build video. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day or night. Please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and do not forget to hit that notification bell to be updated on my videos and more. If you like more videos like I suggested, check out the one on the upper left, and on the bottom left if you like YouTube suggestion of my videos.